Facebook Live, Facebook Live. We have arrived. One more time, y'all. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the Early What I See Through Scripture Study and Prayer Line on this 21st day in February 2023. Y'all, let's get it in. Let's go back to the foundation scripture, Ephesians 5:11, on Have No Fellowship series part 2. Have no fellowship. Victoria, good to see you in here. Nicole, good to see you in here. Yamina Yahoo as well. My niece Johanna is in the building, and Yosef is in the house holding it down as usual. Keta, good morning, good morning. Bokato, hallelujah, good morning, good morning. Matayahu, Doss is in the building. My mom, good to see you in here, mother. Battle in the building, Melissa Green. Mo, what you know is up in here. With no further ado, let's rock, y'all. Ephesians 5:11 says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Have no fellowship, right? Why would y'all say that? Why would he say that? I'd imagine because he's trying to help us. What you think? Logan, good to see you in here. The Have No Fellowship series part 2. Ephesians 5:11. Trish Johnson, Boca Tov, good to see you in here. Why would he say have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness? Look at this world we're living in. Renee, I'm here in the building. Glad you're here. Have No Fellowship series part 2. Ephesians 5:11. Look at this place. And look at the people that fellowship with it. Look at what they broadcast. Look at what they showing us. And they're able to show us these things because there's major fellowship. Pastor Kim Tinsley, good to see you in here. Boca Tov, always a pleasure, young lady. Mother Katie, good to see you in here as well. We're in part 2 of the Have No Fellowship series. See, you know how the Bible talks about don't be partaker of another man's sin, right? When someone is doing something wicked and you aid them, you participate, you support that, you're a part of it as well. In the Hebrew melanated communities, you know, somebody do something wrong, they like to charge. If it was 10 people there, they'll charge all 10. They don't do that in their own communities. They don't do that to each other. But I will say, niece, Joshana, good to see you in here. Bless you. Always a pleasure, young lady. We're in the Have No Fellowship series part 2. Ephesians 5:11. Barbara, good morning. Faithful in the building. But though they don't do that to themselves in their own communities, they do that to us. One person do something wrong, they like to charge everybody. That's just how they feel about us. But spiritually, if you associated with something wicked, you're a part of it. Period. Evil wouldn't be able to be perpetrated like it is if people reproved it, corrected it, as opposed to, go along with it. You're gonna go along with wicked, then you're gonna receive a wicked person's reward. Look at this place. Because of the perpetration of wickedness. Why are there strip clubs? Because there's people that fellowship with it. Why is there child pornography? Because there's people that fellowship with it. Rhonda Ponder, good to see you in here. We're in the Have No Fellowship series, part 2. Ephesians 5 and 11. There's pornography because you got people that fellowship with it. Gang wars, fellowship. Murders, people fellowship with that. And fellowship with the people that do it. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Let's look at this, y'all. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 6:14. Now, I'm going to read this out of the NIV. Twice, what's up with it? Once wasn't good enough. What's up with it twice? Check this out. 2 Corinthians 6:14. We're in the Have No Fellowship series, man. What you reading, man? What you reading? Why is that? What you reading, man? I see you. Look at this. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Look what this says. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? That's a legitimate question. What do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Can somebody say nothing? Where's the fellowship? Excuse me. I got these allergies, but we're going to get it in. You see twice in here, Joe. Listen. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. Why? I'm going to tell you it's for your good, period. And now let's look at the question. Where's the camaraderie? Where's the hook? I don't get it. Denise Wilkins, good to see you in here. We're in the Have No Fellowship series, part 2. Are y'all with me? Where's the fellowship? Where's the fellowship with me and a room full of girl men? Why am I in there? Why am I in there? Why would I be in a bar? Why would I be in a bar? I'm asking a question, y'all. Why would I be in a bar and there's no women in there and it's all men with half shirts and halter tops, tight pants and Daisy Dukes, drinking and listening to YMCA? And they got one of them horses. What's them horses they got in there? I don't even know the name of that joke. They spinning on horses. Them electronic bull, is that what they call it? Why am I in there? Why would I be in there? Listen. Banks in the building. Good to see you in here. We're in Have No Fellowship series part 2. Right now we're in 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. Because in theory, you ain't got nothing in common. Now, if you do have something in common, that's the blue oyster. See, I don't know nothing about it. Twice. Well, you ain't going to see me at the blue oyster then. How about that? Trenda. Good to see you in here. Sky Blue, what it do? We in the Have No Fellowship series part 2. 2 Corinthians 6 and 14 right now. These allergies trying to get me, y'all, but I'm going to teach. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. Okay, that's the command. And that command is for your good. You want to investigate? He want to ask you a question then. What for what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? What do righteousness and unrighteousness have in common? I'm telling you now, the answer is nothing. And that's just the truth. Nothing. So in other words, if there's fellowship there, then y'all got something in common. How many of y'all agree with that? If you fellowship with wicked people, that means y'all got something in common. Would y'all agree with that? If you agree with that, put a 1 in here. If you fellowship with wicked people, y'all got something in common. If you agree with that, put a 1 in here. If you disagree, put 2. If you agree, put 1. If you agree that if you hang around with wicked people, y'all got to have something in common. Y'all got something in common. Or else you wouldn't be, you wouldn't see me at the Blue Oyster. Mom, you put a 2. Anyway, that's my mama. I'll deal with her later, y'all. Listen. Mother K, you put a 2 too? What's going on with the mothers? Oh my goodness. But do not be yoked together with unbelievers. That's the command. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? The answer is nothing. So if you hang around wicked people, y'all on the same page. Quit fronting. That's the perfect platform for the creation of a hypocrite. You ain't got nothing in common. Thank you, both mothers. Thank both of y'all for the correction. Didn't ask another question. Man, it's getting me, y'all. I'm going to keep teaching. What fellowship can light have with darkness? That's another question. Like some common sense type stuff, but let's deal with it, right? What fellowship can? It didn't say does, it said can. Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? Let me answer that for you. It can't. When you're in a dark room and you hit the switch and the light come on, the darkness leave immediately. It cannot have fellowship. There is no fellowship. As light come in, darkness leave. Even when, let's roll with the dimmer switch. You go in a dark room, you hit the dimmer switch. You put a little light in, a little darkness leave. I'm telling you, they're not coexisting. As you bring light in, darkness leave. Are y'all with me? Turn it up some more darkness leave. They're not staying in the same room. Turn the dimmer switch again, some more darkness leave. Turn it all the way up, all the darkness leave. Room is filled to capacity. And as light come in, darkness leave. But they not fellowshipping. They don't run together. Period. Are y'all with me? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? What harmony is there between the Messiah and Baal? Well, Baal is a devil. Another name for Satan. Can you see them hanging together? Can you see the Messiah running with the devil? Here we go again. Let me tell you this. Judas was a devil, right? And that lets you know ministry, because there is a ministry piece. Straight up. The Messiah, being the Word made flesh, had 12 folk, and one of them was a devil. His ministry went forth. The light was shining. That's a shadow and a type of while you're doing the things of Yah, you will have a devil or two around you. But they're around you on your terms. You're not around them on their terms. The Messiah and Judas never smoked a joint together. They never laid up in a hotel with some women together, telling lies and cussing. Never. When you dealing with darkness, because we all started off dark, all of us, every last one of us started off in sin. Period. And as the light of the Word come, we go through a transformation process. Well, while that's happening, you will have some folks that the Word don't work on. You have some folks, you have some folks in this ministry that the Word don't work on. Simple and plain. You're going to have that in every ministry. The Word don't work on everybody. But the terms is set by the ministry. The terms is set by the Messiah. His ministry was proven in the 11. And it proves there was something wrong with the 12th, Judah. Something was wrong with him. He rejected truth. He rejected the Word. The Word could have transformed him like it did the other 11, but it didn't work because his heart was dark. He was on something else. Are y'all with me? So here we go again. 15th verse. What harmony? Price, good to see you in here. We're in the Have No Fellowship series, part 2. Right now we're in 2 Corinthians 6 and 15. So here we go again, y'all. What harmony is there between the Messiah and Baal? Or what does a believer have in common with an unbeliever? I'm a believer, right? And I deal with unbelievers all the time. Straight up. That's my job. I am following the footsteps of the Messiah. So I deal with people that are still in darkness. But I'm going to tell you, for my own personal experience, if they don't start accepting light in their life, run from them. Yeah, sometimes I deal with people a little too long. I personally dealt with dark-hearted people a little too long. And what they'll do is the darkness in them. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. Those of us that got children or live some time, nieces and nephews, let me tell you this. Right on, Alyssa, good to see you in here. But watch this. Let me tell you this. You got children, right? You got some folks that's, can I say ignorant? Should I say that? I'll let it speak for itself. But you got children You got people that got children. Mailman come by, little bad kid. Get out of here, ugly. And everybody laugh. You think that's funny, huh? Yeah. And so you raise them up, don't have no respect for adults, pop off at the mouth. Everybody think it's cute. You know, hit the neighbors, kids, and just bad, right? You know, little potty mouth, you know, disrespecting everybody. When that joker got big, they turned on you. Oh yeah, they did. I ain't asking you nothing. I'm telling you they did. Because you raised it in them. You raised it in them, and that stuff is darkness is out of control. Do not get it twisted. You hang with a crew of players, pimp. You hang with a crew of players, and you married. They married. They commit adultery and everything. You hanging with them. You go out of town, forgot something, had to double back, and the player in your bedroom with your wife when you got back home. Yeah. Y'all had a code. Is there honor amongst thieves? Is that what you think? Is there honor amongst thieves? If that's what you think, okay, think that if you want to. When people got wickedness in them, see, Briggs. Listen. When people got wickedness in them, wickedness is wicked. It'll turn on you. Hey, them jokers got CERN, right? They're over there in Geneva where Satan lives, right? And they doing, you know, they got the CERN and they are trying to open up the portal. And Revelation say that the demons came out the pit, right? But they trying to open the portal to let the demons out, right? When the demons get out, they think they're going to be rocking with them. They're going to tear their head off first. A devil's a devil. You with me? Now you talking to me, Carlita. 100%. Straight up. It's not funny when they turn on you. You raised it in them. So I said all that to say this. When you hang with people that don't submit to the Most High and they're not being transformed, you only got a certain amount of time for that spirit in them turn on you. Period. They'll dog you out. They shoot people, they'll shoot you. They laid up with everybody, they'll lay up with you. Your spouse. Yeah, they will. They're a thief, they break into everybody's houses. You think they're going to break into yours? Yeah, they'll break into yours too. Drop some money and don't see it and see if they don't keep it. They will. Where's the fellowship? If folks is not getting with Yah, you better wake your game up. Blessed is the man that walks down the counsel of the ungodly. Come on, y'all. You talking good, Briggs. But see, the blessing is you was wise enough to do it. Because you got folks that don't want to come out from among them. Everyone on the sound of my voice that's weak in Yah hang around people they shouldn't. I didn't guess. I said it. I didn't ask you nothing. I straight made a statement, and it's the truth. Everyone that's weak in Yah, look at your Rolodex. Oh, I know I'm telling the truth. Everyone that's weak in Yah, that don't obey Yah, that's not fasting and praying and reading their Bible and living right, everyone that ain't doing that, look at your Rolodex. Don't tell nobody your business. I'm not trying to put you on Front Street like that. It's self-reflection. Look at who you hang with. And everybody that's growing, I'm talking about growing for real. Everyone that's growing in Yah right now is shying away from worldly people and what they own and what they're about. They shying away from it. And the further they shy away, the more they growing. It's like the dimmer switch we were just talking about. There's no fellowship between light and dark. A dimmer switch. Some of us ain't got dimmer switches. I like that better. A dark room, you just come in, you hit the switch, light come on, all the darkness leave. But some of us is on the dimmer switch. I ain't mad at you just as long as you spinning that joke. Spin the dimmer. Oh no, they got the slide kind too, huh? Slide up and down, right? I'm talking about the one you twist right now. Or slide the joke up and down, don't matter to me. But you as the word come in, you sliding away from worldly folk. I like that one there, man. I don't know where. Is that a cloud on a stick? What is that? Twice. Hey, he got the baddest emojis I done seen. I ain't gonna lie to you. But is y'all with me? As the word come in, you start thinning the crowd, changing. You start backing up. Those of us that didn't change the crowd, oh, you ain't gonna obey Yah. No, we just read it. Evil communication corrupt good character, Yahweh character. Yah is giving you Yahweh character. Yah is transforming you by the renewing of your mind. But you're being untransformed by the work of Yah, by who you hang with. You're under the influence of the ungodly. You are. Look at Samson and Delilah. What happened to Samson? I'm telling you what happened to him. Delilah. He had a woman slide up under him that didn't like Yah or the things of Yah. And he kept her right there. He laying his head in her lap. And he ended up with a covatus. He ended up getting tapered. He's supposed to keep his dreads. He had a Nazarene vow. He's supposed to keep his dreads. Next thing you know, he was tapered. He had a mohawk when she was finished with him. Y'all with me? '16th verse says, what agreement is there between the temple of Yah and idols? So Yah got a temple. Can idols be in it? Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world you're going to go to the temple of Yah and find idols in it. Wouldn't happen. Period. They don't go together. You ain't going to the temple of Yah and serving another Elohim. The erection of statues of other gods in his temple. It ain't going to happen. Let's learn something. So when we dealing with the 16th verse, what agreement is there between the temple of Yah and idols? For we are the temple of the living Elohim. Okay, here we go. Because he don't dwell with temples made with hands. That was the lesson. In the Old Testament, in Torah, there was temples, physical temples. There was a tabernacle, a makeshift temple, a tent temple type of a thing that they had in the wilderness. And when they traveled, they break that joker down, travel, and build it back up. Are y'all with me? Period. Victoria, you right. He the only one we obey. But they had what we would call now like a shadow and the type of a temple. Because that was a shadow and the type of one, the Messiah's body. The tabernacle represented the Messiah being born. In all honesty, it also represents us being the temple. In other words, our body is the temple. Should idols be in our body? That's what this talking about. Should we be obeying players? Yeah, you got your sugar daddy. Listen, should we be obeying people, women and men, lustfully under the spell of people over Yah, serving trying to serve two masters. The temple of Yah. He said, look at this. What agreement is there between the temple of Yah and idols? For we are the temple. We're the temple. You talking good, Mark Logan. We can't have no other Elohims before him. What agreement is there between the temple of Yah and idols? There is none. Then it went on to say, we are the temple of the living Elohim. For Yah have said, I will live with them and walk amongst them. I will be their Elohim, and they'll be my people. Excuse me. 17th verse. Therefore, come out from them and be separate. I'm reading the KJV. I'm reading the same thing. Back to 16. What agreement had the temple of Yah and idols? Right? Let me see what time it is. I got a few more minutes. What agreement has the temple of Yah with idols? For ye are the temple of the living Elohim. And Yah have said, I will dwell in them. I will walk in them. I'll be the Elohim, and they shall be my people. That's why I wanted to read the KJV. Look what he's saying. I will dwell in them. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world, right? He said, I will dwell in them. I will walk in them. I'll be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. Look what he say. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, says Yahuwah, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Did you hear that? He said, come out from among them, and he said, and touch not the unclean thing. Did you know the Bible says, save yourself from this untoward generation? Save yourself from what? This untoward generation. What's the untoward generation? People. People. Save yourself from wicked people. Back up off of them. Because they'll sleep with your spouse. They'll steal from you. They'll stab you in the back. Yeah, they'll hate on you. They'll lie on you. They'll set you up. The people of Yah won't do that. But they will. Folks not happy for you when you're successful. They want a piece of it. That's why they're around. They want a piece of it. And if you're slipping, they'll take it from you. Because they're not around you for you. They're around you for the fishes and loaves. There's people that followed the Messiah for the fishes and loaves. He taught crowds. When he went and taught that lesson, a sower went to sow. Again, I love talking about that parable. I talk about it all the time. But Matthew 13 and Mark 4, right? He dealing with a crowd. But he left the crowd. And then those that really wanted to know the truth followed him and asked him, what did you mean? And that's what he said to them. It is given to you to know the mystery of the kingdom of Yah. There's some people that really want to know him. Let me tell you something. This is real talk. Let me tell you something. Time tells. That's why Yah is so patient. He already know, though. He know the ending from the beginning. But he'll let truth be manifested. Time tells everything. Like, watch this. Do you know Yah wait 10 years, 5 years for who you really are to come out? Do you know that, going back to, we talked about Judas. Judas didn't show who he was until the end. The Messiah already knew, but he didn't show it. Time does. Like, you got people that's faithful to Yah, and they're pretty impressed with themselves, and they should be. And it's impressive anytime you start shying away from the world and you shine towards Yah, right? You're pushing up on Yah. You're going through the transformation process. But it takes time. It takes time. Time is bringing that out, Briggs. This is what happens. As time go on, it's going to prove who you belong to. Chris, good to see you in here. Bless you. Long time. We're in the Have No Fellowship series. We're in 2 Corinthians 6 and 16, basically, right now. But I'm telling you, this time, I've seen so many people really growing in Yah, and all of a sudden they just stop. I've seen it a heck of times. I've seen it so much, I try to not get too emotionally involved, because when you love people, you really be rooting on them and you really want them to make it, right? But you just watch time do what it do. The same time that strengthened an individual is the same time that exposed or killed somebody else. Time. Straight up time. Because time will cause those that are really not true believers to get tired. Their flesh gonna overtake them because they don't love y'all like that. This is just a raw truth, but I'm just telling you. When you look at Ecclesiastics, right, and it talked about because the judgment of Yah isn't executed speedily, the KJV says, right, but swiftly, immediately, it is set in the heart of man to do evil. Watch this. So what that means is that what that looks like is this. You do something wrong and you don't drop dead. Like when Yah told Adam and Eve, the day you eat thereof, you should surely die. They ate it. They didn't drop dead. They definitely was dead spiritually as soon as they did it. But the physical judgment didn't manifest yet. Not as far as dropping dead. It manifested. Because some people in their lives, they're going through pure hell on earth because of their wickedness. They just don't know it. Because everyone is going through pure hell on earth. So they think that it's normal. No, that's the consequence of sin. But let me get to my point. My point is, because Yah didn't get him immediately, that gives a pocket of time. And then a person takes kindness for weakness. And they ended up playing with Yah, sinning and apologizing and sinning and apologizing. That's not how you deal with Yah. Religious people just believe that, but it's not true. You're gonna end up destroyed in the end. That's the isom. I'm just telling you a raw truth right now. So I'm gonna keep going. Listen to this. So that same period of time, let's take a righteous person. Let's give that same period of time, because judgment of Yah isn't executed speedily or swiftly or immediately and set in the heart of man to do wicked. Let's give that same period of time, somebody do something wrong and they love Yah. In that time, you know what they're going to do? They're going to repent. They're going to repent. Yeah, I'm telling you that. So time for one person causes them to get it right and not be destroyed by Yah. And another person, it caused them to mature in their wickedness. It works perfectly. Same time. Every one of y'all that's saved right now, you've sinned against the Most High since you said you loved him. And he didn't come kill you immediately. He gave time. And you know what happened? You utilized that time and repented. And start growing. So it was a blessing that he didn't kill you immediately. Because you utilized that time and it was proven that you sinning against Yah is a mistake. And you don't like it. And you feel condemned and you feel icky and you feel like, save me, Yah, from me. But a wicked person, they're going to keep doing it. And if they're religiously wicked, they're going to keep doing it and they're going to believe. that he's so good. He is, but not like you think. You can end up being preserved to judgment because you ain't going to do what he say. Your whole life with him is going to be a big apology. And you believe that works. That's how you got Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. He told you right there. He said, many gonna say to me in that day, having I prophesied in that name and cast out devils and done many wonderful works. And then that's when he gonna break the news to him. I don't know you like that. I'm just being real with y'all. How much time I got? I gotta go. Real talk. Listen. 17th verse. Wherefore come out from among them. Come out from wicked people. I'm telling you. That's your kryptonite. Everyone is living foul and iffy and in and out. You running with the wrong people. I guarantee you that. Your Rolodex, you call the wrong people. You hang with the wrong people. You do weekend excursions with the wrong people. You kicking it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, Victoria. Wherefore come out from among them and be separate, says Yahuwah. He said, and touch not the unclean. He said they unclean. Don't do it. He said, touch not the unclean thing. And he said, I'll receive you. How many of y'all want to be received by Yah? How many of y'all want to be received by, put a 1 in here if you want to be received by Yah. Because he's telling you how. Then touch not the unclean thing. How many of y'all, put a 1 in here if you want to be received by Yah. He said, I'll receive you. That's why I'm here. I want to be received by Yah. Straight up too. 18th verse says, and I will be a father unto you, and you shall be my sons and daughters, says Adonai the Almighty. Did y'all hear that? If you want to make it, he's not being mean to you. He's trying to get dark-hearted people out of your life. Because not only will they turn on you, they'll corrupt your holy character. They're going to mess you up. It kind of indicates that you potentially is messed up already if that's your go-to. I'm telling you the truth. Your go-to? Who your go-to? I hope it's Yah. And if it's Yah, you're going to hang with the people of Yah. Let's pray. Spirit of living Elohim, we love you. Thank you for this opportunity to come before you, humble to know how. Glean the truth of thy word. Thy word is truth. Continue to illuminate your children, quicken us, make us alive. Strengthen us by the truth of thy word. Thy word is truth. We're coming out from among them, period. Help us, deliver us, even right now, that we might be received by you. We don't want the smoke to come from wicked folk. We ain't even trying to get down like that. It's a mismatch. We don't play on that level. So deliver us, even right now. We believe you for it. We accept the victory. In the matchless name, Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah. And I'm out. If y'all learned something and received the message, put 5 on it. I saw you, Mother Katie. That's our thing. That's what we do. Put 5 on it. Thanks for hanging out. Thank everybody that push the share button, sharing your platforms with the truth of the word. Thank everybody that tagged. That's how you invite people in so we can grow together. And thank everybody that financially supports this ministry. Never support a ministry financially that don't spiritually support you. Is that fair? We own it. Love y'all. Y'all continue to pray for me as I pray for you. We own. Y'all know who he is. We own tonight. We own tonight for the minister thing at 7. Right. Other than that, I love y'all. Y'all continue to pray for me as I pray for you. Y'all be Baruch. Rock and Shalom. I'm gone.